Good afternoon, folks. How you doing? Jeff here. I'm going to do a video today on this cool little machine that I just built. It's the Bamboo Arrow saga continued. I've been having a lot of trouble lately, I don't know why, with my nocks and my point ends of my bamboo tearing out with the different pencil sharpener type nock and point taper cutters. And even though I've got the blades really sharp, it just gets some tear out. So I was thinking maybe I should try something like a woodchuck and grind the tapers, but lo and behold, there's none to be had. So I made this cool little machine out of, basically in my shop, out of scrap parts, and it cuts flawless tapers, 11 degree and 5 degree, perfect. And I'm going to show you what I did here, and I'll explain it. And this isn't going to be an overly long video, but it's crucial to all you folks out there that, like me, are looking to have an alternative besides wood arrows and carbon arrows. I'm not a big fan of carbon. I do like my woods. Port Orford cedar seems to be either gone by the wayside or very expensive. Sitka spruce is a good option, and a couple of the other pines, but I've been reading about people that are having tear out issues with the harder pines as well, with the pencil sharpener type tools. Even my ArrowFix tool, which is the best, hands down. I'm still having problems with the bamboo. I guess it's a grass. Being it's grass and it's linear and it's tough, it's just it really raises havoc with the blades. And you know, I can put an edge on them, which I have, which I can shave with, but I get this tear out thing. So anyway, I'm going to go through this and I'll show you indefinitely, and I'll explain what I've got here and what I did. And I did some arrows over this morning that I was having problems with, the points being on straight, getting concentric, and I redid them on this machine as a trial run, and they came out exactly perfect, spin tested, great. It's hard for me to show you a spin test here, but I'm telling you, without even straightening these shafts, they're spinning shootable. For me, more than shootable. So, without further ado, I'm going to go pick up the camera, and I'm going to go through and show you what I've got here, and explain it step by step by step. So, hang on. Hang on, folks. And I'll give you another little tidbit of coming attractions. I'll probably do another video today or tomorrow, and I will show you all how to build your own Flemish splice string with no measuring tools. Okay, let's go. So what I have here is your old standard washing machine motor with a capacitor on it. I think 1715 RPMs, a 6-inch sanding disc, which is just your standard Allen key on there, a simple switch box that I wired up to the motor, my extension cord, and then I took a piece of pine that I had, scrap. That's 9 inches right there. So this is probably a 10 or 11 inch piece of pine right there. And this is cutting board material. That's all that is. It's just cutting board material. It's like 1/2 inch thick. So I laid down a base plate and I cut a slot in it for my disc to go a little deeper. And then this is my guide, and I have the point line here, and then when you take this out, I have a nock line over here, so I've got my 11 and my 5 degree. and that goes in to a certain way. And then I made this handy dandy thing, which is a stop with a nail, just a finish nail. And I took this block and I drilled it for the nail, 10D I think, and then I tapped it at an angle with a 1032 screw, and that locks it in, or I can crack it a half and pull it out, and that adjusts my taper in and out, because my taper depth is going to be different from the nock end to the point end. And I'll tell you what, this thing cuts perfectly. So I'm going to fire it up right now. So that's all there is to it. I mean, you don't have to be real handy. And what I did was I took an arrow shaft with the long aluminum broadhead adapter on it, so I know that's my angle for the point. And then I took an aluminum arrow that I had laying around, an old aluminum, and I put that down for the point, for the nock. And then I drew my lines when my nock and my point lined up perfectly against this. I made my lines on here, and you can see that I've got the P for point, and then the nock is a little, yeah, I'm going crazy here. The nock is a little bit more because it's less. So that's what I've got here, and then this plugs into a regular 120 volt power source, and I put some rubber pads under this. It's a little bit heavy, it's a little bit bulky, but I'm telling you right now, this is the cat's meow, and I've got a 100 grit sandpaper disc on there, and I've got the big rubber eraser pad to clean that disc off, and this thing works well beyond my wildest imagination, and I'm so pleased, and it cost me nothing. And then with this little stop thing right here, every arrow that goes in and for the nock and the point is exactly the same to when it hits the stop, so the depth of the angle is the same. So that's it in a nutshell, folks, right there. And this is an ongoing saga of what it takes to make perfect bamboo arrows. And that's all I can tell you on this one. But I'm excited about the Flemish splice string with no measuring tools. All you need is your old bowstring, and I'll show you exactly how to make it, exactly what length to make it, and exactly how much over for stretch. And I use nothing but B55. And here's some of the B55 strings, like this one here. This is all B55. I got some pretty wild colors from ETAR. So we're off and running. Okay. That's all I can tell you at this point. Jeff, over and out.